Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode from Reflections of Hajj series with Iram bin Safiya. So, if you remember earlier, I talked about one of the roommates and I was in awe of her personality. And I begin the series by saying that this Hajj in particular was a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when I had no inclination of how and when and what is going to happen. And I saw throughout this journey that every time I was placed with a group or a set of people or an individual that had something to teach me. I talked about one of my roommates earlier. There was another lady who we shared the room with. And she was a scattered soul with the heart of taqwa and remembrance. Her life was all about struggle for the past 25 years. And since she was 25 years of age. Raising 4 girls on her own, without education, barely able to read, an immigrant, but she raised strong, independent girls, got them married, and one got divorced. And I think it is then when she broke. She is fragile in her body and mind. It shows, but she is strong in Iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her with peaceful rest for the living years. Increase her in Iman and answer her du'as and grant her success in dunya and akhirah. Ameen. I learned from her that not every single mom is very strong. That Iman wavers and you get attached to whatever you think is left in your relationships. The unwavered trust outside of the relationship with Allah causes agony and pain, and it breaks you forever. Our status with people will keep changing. The hearts will fall in and out of love of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Rabb is not our center, then there is no peace. We say often we recognize Rabb, we ask only from Rabb. My silent calls and prayers and faryads are only towards my Rabb. And all of that is true to some extent. But what we don't recognize is our attachments of the heart, the blinded faith in people. The shattering of the heart is ear-deafening when the trust breaks. The screams of disbelief are heart-wrenching in that moment when you're breaking like a fine bone china, millions of pieces being scattered. It is only you, Ya Kareem, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Wakil, Ya Muhaymin, Ya Musawwir, that keeps us going, that fashions us together, that reminds us of our reality, nothing but dust. Nothing but needy of your mercy. I beg for your mercy, Ya Rahman. I beg, and I beg, and I beg. Envelop me in your mercy. In this moment, hide me from every eye and bring me close to you. My zikr, my dua, my sujood, every single expression of my face while begging to you, hide it for yourself, Ya Mujib. Heal me, Ya Shafi. Forgive me, Ya Ghafoor, Ya Ghafir, Ya Ghaffar, Ya Afu. Make me among your hidden muqarrabeen. Make my heart clean and pure from the desire to be loved by your beings, to be loved only by you. Ya Wadud, to be loved only by you. Ameen. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamd. Slowly, we're moving towards Mina.